guys, Primark9 here, and welcome to week 8 of Marshadow's Backyard Brawl. I know it's been a long time, a lot has been going on over the past few months, but things are starting to ease up just a little bit now, so I'll see if I can get some more videos out in that time. Okay, on to the teams. This week we are facing the Chimeric Kecleons, and they have Delmise, Mega Absol, Hitmonlee, Nidoqueen, Volcarona, Whimsicott, Alcremie, Gyarados, what's this thing's name again? Morpeko, yes that's it, yo, I'm really out of it. Steel, Silvally, and Toxtricity. To be honest, my main worries are Gyarados and Volcarona because they have very good potential to set up, and if they set up, then I am pretty much finished. So I'm gonna have to focus on those two. But I can't ignore Delmise either. That thing hits very hard and it's got some pretty good defense. Plus its access to stab steel moves will be a bit of a problem. Mega Absol, also can't overlook that. It can hit very hard and it gets access to superpower, which kind of invalidates Incineroar countering it, because that was like the hope. What was a normal Absol? Nidoqueen is there to set up rocks, and Hitmonlee is there to get rid of them. Whimsicott has Prankster, so I have to look out for that, because it can really cripple a lot of members of my team. Alcremie has some very good special attack, and this Moonblast will definitely do a number on quite a few of my team members. Morpeko, I don't really know how much I should be worried about that. Like, I'm not gonna like completely overlook it, but it's not one of the top priorities. And Silvally Steel, oh, it's gonna be a pain. Like, the fact that it's a Steel type is the main annoying thing, but I've still gotta, look out for it. And Toxtricity, special attacking, it can do a lot of damage. Maybe it'll be Choice Specs, Throat Spray, something along those lines, seeing that it likes its audio moves, if you want to call it, or sound moves, if you want to call it that. So, overall, it doesn't look bad, but I'm not going to let my guard down on this one. On to our team. We will be bringing Rhyperior with the Rindo Berry and Solid Rock. It's got Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Ice Punch. With 252 in HP, it's got 56 in attack, and it's got 200 in special defense. Now, as unconventional as this may seem, Rhyperior is going to be our counter for Volcarona. We have the Rindo Berry to make sure that it can live a Giga Drain, because that's the only move that Volcarona really has to take out Rhyperior. And Rhyperior can destroy this thing, either with Rock Slide or Earthquake. And it's probably not going to have something like Life Orb, because Volcarona dies very easily to Stealth Rock, and pretty much everyone puts heavy duty boots on it to make sure that it doesn't lose half its HP upon entry. So Rhyperior is going to be our main solution for Volcarona. And we've got Ice Punch, I guess, in case we end up having to go up against Delmise or Nidoqueen, but Whimsicott, but that's not really the plan. But things don't always go as planned. Then we have Milotic with the leftovers, Marvel Scale, Scald, Ice Beam, Recover, and Dragon Tail. It's got full investments in HP, it's got 200 in special defense, and it's got 56 in defense. Another Pokemon to counter the setup. Well, this one is for both of the setup ones. We've got our investments mainly in special defense to live the Giga Drains from Volcarona if it ends up Quiver Dancing. And if it gets too comfortable, we have Dragon Tail. We don't want it to get too comfortable, just setting up and setting up. So we have something to, send it packing. Also, that applies to Gyarados, because I don't know if Gyarados can really do much to Milotic. But with enough Dragon Dances, it probably can. So we have Dragon Tail specifically to get rid of those two. Scald, Ice Beam, and Recover are usually there, so I don't think that needs much of an explanation. Then we have Haxorus with the Lumberry, Mold Breaker. It's got Poison Jab, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. He's not the only one that has setup on, so I'm bringing one of mine as well. We have the Lumberry specifically for Whimsicott, although we can take it out with just a Poison Jab. That Prankster is going to be a problem, because if it hits with a Thunder Wave, then Haxorus becomes close to useless. So we've got the Lumberry to counteract that, and hopefully we'll be able to revenge kill it if that time comes. We've got Earthquake for the likes of Nidoqueen, Morpeko and the likes, and Silvally Steel, I guess, because that could be a big problem for Haxorus. But with enough Dragon Dances, nothing should really be a problem. We just have to make sure that Whimsicott doesn't cripple them. Then we have Incineroar with the Assault Vest. It's got Intimidate with Knockoff, Flare Blitz, Drain Punch and Earthquake. We've got our investments in HP. We've got 200 in attack and 56 in special defense. Now Incineroar's role in this is also partially to, how do I say, to counter Volcarona. Because Volcarona, honestly, I'm terrified of that thing. If that thing sets up, then that's game over for me. We've got the Assault Vest so that we can take Bug Buzzes a little bit easier. I know we don't like take super effective damage, but Volcarona can do some heavy damage. And we've got Earthquake to counter it. We also have Drain Punch in case we have to go up against Absol. Like I said, not the most ideal matchup because of superpower, but we at least need to be able to do something against it. Next, we have Eldegoss with Leftovers and Regenerator. Got Aromatherapy, Rapid Spin, Pollen Puff and Giga Drain with investments in HP, defense and a little bit in special defense. Eldegoss is here mainly as a healer, in case Whimsicott gets a little bit out of hand and starts paralyzing important members of my team. That's why we have Aromatherapy. We have Rapid Spin as well to get rid of any hazards, mainly rocks, because we don't have heavy duty boost on anything. And for a very important, probably the most important member of our team coming up next, we need to make sure that rocks are not out when this thing comes out. Then we've got Pollen Puff and Giga Drain just to be able to do some damage and restore a little bit of health. But Regenerator mainly there so we don't have to like stay in to regain our health. And you know, it's not supposed to do much, but its job is still very important to us. Next, arguably one of the most important members of the team for this battle is Heliolisk. It's got the Focus Sash with Dry Skin, the Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, Surf, and Volt Switch, with all of its investments in special attack and speed. Now, Heliolisk is our main counter for Gyarados. Gyarados has Dragon Dance, which is a big problem. Gyarados has Earthquake, which is a big problem. And it probably has Waterfall, which we're gonna try to use to our advantage. If Gyarados comes in, we can switch into Heliolisk and we cover all of the possibilities. If it sets up with Dragon Dance, it's going to be faster, it's going to use Earthquake, Focus Sash is going to keep us alive, we kill it. If we switch in and it doesn't set up, it uses Earthquake, we still live, we're faster than Gyarados, Thunderbolt kills it. Well, that's if it stays in, obviously, in these situations. But we're going with that possibility so that, you know, they might not see it coming. That's why we're going with the Focus Sash specifically. And if we can get our opponent into the right state of mind to use Waterfall, we can even use our Dry Skin to get a very clean switch in. So, yeah. Besides Heliolisk, I don't know what could possibly take out Gyarados, so we have to make sure that we use Heliolisk right. Okay, so unsurprisingly, he brought the two things that I was most worried about, Volcarona and Gyarados. Thankfully, we came prepared for those. Toxtricity, I don't really know what I could have prepared for it. I guess Rhyperior is there. It should be able to take care of it. Nidoqueen shouldn't be a problem. Even my Lotus can take care of that. Absol, could be a bit of a tough one. Hopefully, Incineroar can do some work on it. I don't know how well that's going to work out, especially with Superpower. But if we can just level 1, then we should be good. And then Hitmonlee, kind of a threat to Rhyperior and Incineroar, but Milotic should be able to deal with it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so that went almost exactly as planned, to be honest. Incineroar did amazingly taking off Gyarados' Wakan Berry, because if it still had that, I don't think we would have taken it out with Heliolisk. So that knockoff really ended up being important for us. Also, the way it one-shotted Mega Absol was absolutely beautiful. Heliolisk did a great job in taking out Nidoqueen and Gyarados, as well as taking Volcarona down to less than half HP. And our plan with Rhyperior to take out Volcarona worked out beautifully. The missed high jump kick at the end was pretty unfortunate, and the fact that Rhyperior lived on 1% health to take out the Toxtricity was just beautiful. We're now 4-4. Things aren't looking fantastic, I'm not gonna lie, but we just gotta keep going and see if we can still find our way into playoffs. Hopefully I'll be able to get more of these videos out as the time goes on, but you know, it's good to be back. That's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.